Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody. Man, I can't see today.
You can't see?
No, I'm blurry. No.
It's the light. It's the light from the other side. Okay. Let's see now. Welcome to Wednesday, everyone. Our spiritual
Unveiling.
unveil. Yeah. We have a big day planned today.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to this all week. In fact, it's been a couple of months that I've been, working on the color for this picture, and I can't wait to show everybody.
Cool.
But before we get into that, was there anything that we wanted to tell everyone? I'm trying to think.
Besides subscribe, we're doing really well.
Yeah.
We're in the 70s.
Really?
I think it's 471.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
The
We're almost at 500.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, and that's just halfway there.
I'm excited about that because our soul tribe is expanding.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
One thing I do want to say real quick
Okay.
here is that maybe we could all send our positive energy out to those kids around the country that are walking
Those
out.
spiritual warriors.
Yeah, the spiritual warriors.
Oh my
exactly.
God, I
exactly.
love those kids. I love
Isn't
them.
that cool?
Yes.
They're staging a walkout today all around our country, and it's obviously to it's about the guns.
They want to be paid attention to, and they're not.
Exactly.
They're being told by the NRA that they're. What they said something about them being puppets for the liberal
right, and that they're
bellacres, or
yes, and that
they don't have a brain of their own.
Yeah, that they couldn't have thought to do this on their own.
Yeah, you wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, these
so it's
kids
really cool.
are amazing.
Hi, Lindsay.
Oh, hi, Lindsay. Hi, Iva.
Hi, Iva.
Yeah, power to them. They are powerful,
Yeah.
and they are showing it. These are our little spiritual warrior babies.
Yeah, I love it.
Me too.
It's really cool. But yeah, so please subscribe. And what else, Vera, that we want to tell them? Anything else?
Services.
Yeah.
We have services if you guys are interested.
Yeah, all the past lives, all the angels, everything that we're talking about, you can find them on our website, soulsenlightenment.com. And you know what? We do want to start putting in our description the links to some of the things that we're talking about that are on our website.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the readings and the art and stuff, so that when you watch, you can just scroll down and check it out right there.
Well, Lindsay's saying that she's felt so misunderstood in her life, and she's proud.
Oh,
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, and I wouldn't really, I don't know if you were misunderstood. It's just that it was a time, and it wasn't as, we didn't know how important our democracy was, maybe. I mean, I know a lot of people do, but sometimes, you're just living your life and you're just letting Congress take care of whatever.
I agree.
You can't do it. You cannot do it.
Yeah, I think that I know for me, I was really comfortable in,
I didn't mean to start going into politics.
Oh, no, but, I heard the saying once that in times of peace, we can get, I don't know, when some things that might bother us a lot, when we're going through something serious, don't bother us at all,
Yeah.
And so it goes along with the coming together part, the uniting part, because then we want to start standing up for people that we usually don't. Like in times when 9/11 happened.
Yeah, and we all rallied together.
Exactly.
It didn't matter who.
Because we want to protect our neighbor,
Yeah. Yeah.
So what'd she say?
It was her beliefs that she was misunderstood.
I see.
And that makes sense because you're so spiritual, and sometimes people just don't get it. And it's not their fault. It's just that that's not what they're here to do.
Right.
They're on a different path, and that's okay.
That's interesting that she says that. Just this morning I was thinking about that, how sometimes it really is a test for us to be able to show our truth to others. It can be kind of scary, because you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do we want to answer a few of the questions, or do we want to get right into the art unveil?
I think we want to go into the art unveil.
Oh, great! I'm excited. Okay, so the newest spring picture that we want to release.
Drum roll.
Is the Raphael Archangel.
I want to peek.
There he is.
Oh my God.
This is Raphael. And I love this background really that he's putting off as the gold.
Gosh.
So I'm going to put it up real close so that they can see it for just a moment. And I want you guys to see this.
Oh, he's awesome. There you go.
There's a staff he's holding. The staff of, we asked Angus in a session.
Yeah.
It's the staff of strength. And it's a very gold ornate staff. You described it.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that you talked about was that there's a blade that comes out of the end, you see right there.
Mm-hmm. And
the reason that he is carrying this blade is because of negativity. I'm going to put him back here.
Oh, cutting through negativity.
Yeah, he cuts through.
And then he does lapses. Is that what his?
Yeah, that's what.
Ooh,
yeah,
pretty.
lapses stone.
She is so talented.
So we're going to put him back there.
Can you see back there?
Well, I can't wait to tell you guys about this angel. You won't believe what happened last night. I had an experience, Vera. It was a dream. But it happened. Isn't it amazing when sometimes things, the other side shows us things, and we go through things in the perfect timing because of being able to explain what they do. So I had this dream last night, but first let me tell you a little bit more about him. He is the protector angel. And it's fascinating because if you look him up online.
He's too far away. I can't see him.
If you look him up online, different beliefs and religions attribute different things to him. No, I want them to see you. Different religions and beliefs attribute different things to Raphael. Mm-hmm. We'll show him again at the end.
No, I want to show him now. Go ahead.
Like some say that he's a healer, but when we asked Angus, he was very adamant that Raphael is a protector archangel. And that's why, the archangels are the ones that are wearing, they have this, more of this short kind of Romanesque armored type of clothing. And one of the things about Raphael is that, I'm just going to tell you what happened.
Okay.
I had this dream and I woke up, I was really scared. In my dream, I was in this house and there was like, all the light went out. It was completely pitch black. And there was like this force or someone in there was with me. And they were talking and then it sounded like almost demonic or something. It was just like really, really scary. It felt like...
Sorry, I was just thinking about something really funny. I'll tell you later.
Okay. So sometimes, just so that you guys know, when we are sleeping, we are more open on a psychic level. Mm-hmm. And so we pick up on negativity of this planet. It's a negative plane that we are here on. And I guess I'll put it up. So we're picking up on that negative energy of the planet and entities around us, but also what's being sent to us and just in general. Because the dark side, for lack of a better term, wants us to be afraid. And that's one of the things that the archangels help us with is that he protects us from fear, from bad things happening, and from people that would do us harm. So in my dream, I was so scared, and it was so pitch black that I was trying to will myself to wake up. And I actually said Asna's name 3 times, and I forced myself to wake up. But I was really scared, right? Mm-hmm. It was the middle of the night, so I was trying to fall back asleep. And when I closed my eyes, because we're still, we're open on that psychic level, and I thought of Raphael Archangel. And it was like he was instantly there, because if you just think of him, it's like you're calling on that angel, and he's right there. And when I closed my eyes, I felt like I was back in that place. And he's with us no matter where we are on a psychic, in our mind's eye, whether it's a dream or not. But he was with me, Vera, in that house. And it was like he just went like this. It was like a flame, because the archangels are they're called the fire for right. and they bring that that warriorness and that light, and it was just like boom. It was like he lit up just with his being. It was like he was with me. And it was almost like he was going around this house and like everything was, he was bringing all this, like almost like a firelight to it.
Oh, cool.
And he just totally diminished all the fear and all the darkness that I was afraid of.
Yeah.
And my fear was completely gone. And the reason that happened was that I could give you an example of how you can utilize your Raphael Archangel. Because one of the things that we've talked about before is that coming into life here is the scariest thing that we'll ever do. You know, and especially now in these unpredictable and dark, you know, times and places that we might find ourselves in our life. As we're coming into life, God assigns each and every one of us a Raphael Archangel. I have to read some of these comments.
Well, Lindsay wants to know does everyone have a guardian angel? Yes.
Absolutely.
We have more than one.
Yes, we do.
And it could be a group of angels too. And she said that's scary. And I want to know too also if they leave us or no, they never leave us.
Yes, we are assigned these angels. They're with us always throughout our life. They are never going to leave us. And we can even pick up more when we're going through really hard times in our life. Mm-hmm. But they're always going to be with you. Always. And you know what's really cool, you guys, is that in sessions, Vera has seen at different points in our life when we've accumulated another angel that might be just specifically for something very troubling or very emotional or very scary that we're dealing with. Just for that type of a thing that we're going through. So it's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Because we can pick them up as we go along. And so, yes, we definitely have our guardian angel. And we also have a Raphael Archangel that protects you. So when you just think of him, he is calling on him. And he's right there with you to diminish that fear. And it worked. Oh, Vera, I was awesome. So scared.
I bet.
And it was like having him there. It was just like that power and the light. And the fear was completely gone. Even though in my mind's eye I was still in that place, I wasn't scared anymore. It's so cool.
That is cool. I was going to tell you real quick. This has nothing to do with an angel, but it reminds me of like how you could be really scared. Because I was at the office. I was the only one there. I was spending the night by myself. I don't know where you were. I don't know what happened. I think you were gone by then.
Oh.
Yeah, and so I was just working, and I was doing, listening to messages that I had to answer the next day,
on
right?
the phone.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I heard,
oh my gosh!
Yeah, and I was like,
that's scary.
Oh my, it was so freaking, like.
What was that? Was it a growling? Or was it
I don't know, but I was just like, when Angus, I go, please, I go, call everyone, protect me, I don't know what the heck is going on. And then I realized.
Oh no! What?
That somebody had Sylvia playing in the background.
Wait.
Because you know her voice is growly. It's growly because she has a really deep voice. Because then I heard Montel. But I was so freaking scared. See, if I would have known about angels, I could have called on them right there. I almost peed my pants off, so scared.
It was Sylvia's voice. Oh, that's funny. We're talking about Sylvia Browne. Oh, because her voice was kind of like, it was almost like a smoker's voice that was really,
a smoker's
low.
voice,
Yeah,
let's be honest.
Yeah. Okay.
And she had a really dark,
it's true.
deep voice, yeah.
That's hysterical.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's
okay,
funny.
Let's see.
Once I prayed for someone to hold me and hug me.
Oh, yeah.
When I was in a lot of pain and in my dream, I felt a hug.
That
is so true, Lindsay, because in some of my moments when I'm laying in bed in the past, when I was really in a lot of despair because I was having a lot of regret, I imagined my angel of compassion because she's got her arms out.
Yeah.
So having that vigil, I imagine my angels holding me, and they do that.
Yeah.
They can hold you and wrap you in their wings for emotional healing to heal your heart.
Yep.
And other types of healing.
And you can feel it.
Too.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You guys are starting, I mean, not starting, but you're already on this spiritual mission, this journey that we're all on, and you're getting all the information too. So see how awesome that is.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. To share it. Definitely. Okay, so without further ado, we talked about Raphael, and now we have a few questions that people are asking.
I thought you had another angel.
Oh, I
Without
wish.
further ado, I'm going,
no. No. Oh, wait, I have one more thing to tell you, though.
Okay.
This morning, when I woke up and I was telling Kirk, because it just happened, and I was telling my brother downstairs, when I was telling him about this happened and all that, all of a sudden my computer turned on.
Isn't that awesome?
And I didn't even turn it, just turned on. But I was excited because it was like meant to tell everybody, to share what had happened so that they knew how you can call on. And you know, if you're walking home or any time that you might feel that somebody might do you harm, or you're just afraid, or any type of situation, call on him or just think of him and he's right there. Okay, so questions from our viewers. All right. Vera, we've got so many.
I don't know why my head's pounding.
Do we want to address the one from about the shape of Ireland on her chest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's keep talking amongst yourselves.
We have a viewer named Mary Clark, and she was asking. She said, "I have a mark on my chest since I was 7 or 8 years old, and this mark is in the shape of Ireland. And I'm of Irish descent and have been there 3 times. I've always thought this mark made me unique. I would love to know more about it. And I also have the W and the M markings on my palms."
Okay. Well, she's had 3 lifetimes in Ireland, for one.
Wow.
In Ireland.
That's neat, because she just happened to go there 3 times.
Yeah. And 3 times, but the significance of that is, and it reminds me of Al too. I mean, there was that deep connection to that land. So that's what, in one of her lifetimes, she was the father of a huge household, right? I think she had like 8 kids or something, or he had 8 kids. And it was just, that was kind of like, I want to say, what kind of life, whenever there's nothing really bad that happens.
Rest life.
A rest life. One of them was a rest life, and that's what she really wants to remember in this lifetime, because this lifetime's a little more challenging than that. But it's a reminder of the love that she has for being in life, number one, and then that connection to Ireland too.
Wow.
So 3 is, and that's one of her lucky numbers too.
You know, that's neat too for Mary to know this, because just having that she can reflect on for the feelings of that rest life can really help her to get through the challenges now. The comforting thoughts that she feels about Ireland.
Yeah. And then the M is like money.
Really?
Yeah.
I want an M. Just kidding. Well, not really.
Yeah, but it's not just materialistic kind of things. It's, you know, just feeling rich in life, because they had,
that is awesome.
in that one lifetime, that it was just really a nice life, and there was not that much, because she went through the potato famine too, but this was before that. And then, you know, it was just everybody got along. The neighbors, you know, even though the neighbors were kind of far away, but still, it was kind of like a community, the feeling. So she felt rich in that. And
that's
then
neat.
And then there was one where she was in war. So that was just,
wow.
Yeah.
I just got the chills when you said that, because the W.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's just the reminder too of, you know, the dichotomy of life, and how you have
the richness and the beauty
and the kindness and everything. And then there's also, you have to experience war, so you know how great it is not to be in war, you know.
Right. That's fascinating that she happens to have. It reminds me of that balancing thing.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to point out, Iva was saying that she has an M scar on her palm. It's interesting.
Money.
That's when we want to a scar.
Yeah.
Okay, would you like another one of our fabulous
Sure.
viewer questions?
Yeah.
Or are you getting something?
No, it's just like whenever.
Heating up?
Yeah.
You're getting hot. She gets hot sometimes when she gets information.
Well,
The channel.
Too, it's whenever Ace is trying to.
Oh.
I get this like pounding in my head, so I have to tell him to like leave me alone. I'm busy right now.
Does he have a message?
I don't know. My head's just pounding. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now we have another interesting one from Ashley Frost. And Ashley is saying, my 6-year-old daughter was born with a strawberry birthmark on her forehead, right in the middle. Do you know what that could be from?
Where is it that they put the red dot? Is it India or Pakistan?
I think it's India.
So it's an Indian life. Try to drink some water. Okay. I'll drown him
So
out.
her 6-year-old daughter had an Indian life. And
Well, they had it together.
oh.
And it's just a reminder of the spirituality that they lived. They were in dire poverty, but they had their belief and their spirituality, and she just really didn't know that she was that poor, because everybody else was too, so it was kind of it's just to remind you of your, who you are and your essence and spirituality of life.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
She was just saying that she thought maybe Lindsay
Or Middle
was
Eastern,
saying,
yeah. I know they have it's a red dot.
That's really, really awesome though, because one of the things that we've heard before is that the most simple is the most profound. It can be, right. And that reminds me of that. It's like it might be a simple life, but it doesn't mean that it's lacking in any way.
No.
It's neat.
Yeah. Until
Hi,
you get older,
Sandy.
and then you realize, it's Indian. Yeah. Is
All
that
right.
it?
No, there's always more. Would you like another one?
Sure.
Okay. All right. I was born. Oh, this is from Simple Mind. Her name.
Oh, Simple
Yeah.
Mind.
Yeah, she had a really pretty smile. I remember. She looked so nice. She said, I was born with a varicose vein behind my right knee, and my right foot turned out when I walked until I was 20. At 45 years old, my ankle was sore until I turned my right foot out.
See, that one I don't get. I'm not sure. I don't understand.
Maybe you could give some
Clarify,
clarification. You can just post it in the
But what
comments.
I don't get is at
Once
45.
her ankle started becoming sore.
So before that, her leg was straight, and then it started hurting, and then went out again. That's what I'm not
Maybe you
clear.
could clarify that for a Simple Mind.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll go on to another one then.
Because she was the varicose vein is from having a life where she was a hairdresser, but like it was like the olden days.
Like at the turn of the century, or
I guess I could like.
no, longer than that. Before that.
Well, I don't know, but where do they have these things where the curlers I'm looking at are like connected to something? It looked like the space age, but it wasn't. I'm seeing it in my mind.
So funny.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I
it
don't
sounds
know.
really cool.
But it looked like it was like a torture device, but it was to curl your hair.
So she
was a hairdresser or hairstylist or whatever you want to call it. And she was on her feet because it was her business.
Lindsay was thinking maybe it was the 1700s. Or
I don't know.
something. I don't know.
I could just see these ladies in this. Anyway, yeah. So she owned the business, and actually, she was very successful in it too. So I guess that's to remind her.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting because
She
wonder...
worked hard, but she made money, and because in the town that she was in, and she was black in that life, and then in those, wherever she was living, it wasn't, black people didn't own things.
I see.
But
wow, but she did.
She did.
That's really impressive, you know?
And then like next door to her was like a whorehouse.
Really?
Yeah, but that's like where she got her business, because
clientele.
And it was like
smart woman.
Yes. Yeah, and not just from them, but you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Wow, that's really neat. Actually, it's interesting, the lives that we chart.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Especially that contraption.
Yeah. That's so different.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we had a couple philosophy questions.
Okay.
Okay. So one philosophy question is from Lori Mailer. And Lori was saying, it seems like there is a life theme we follow for a few lives, trying out different aspects of that theme. We learn everything surrounding that theme. What is stronger, love or hate? I am so hoping the next life is full of love. Well, I definitely believe with all my heart and soul that love is stronger than hate. You know, I know fear is a very strong emotion. I think sometimes...
Hi, Alexa.
Hi, Alexa. I think sometimes fear is can be at the root of hate, but definitely love is stronger.
Fear, yeah.
Love, I mean, you guys, I know people that even though they're afraid, if they're protecting someone they love, they will do anything. It's awe-inspiring what like my mom.
Yeah.
You know, not just her, but what people will do to put themselves in the front of danger to protect their child. Oh. So love is definitely stronger than hate or fear or those different negative emotions.
You know, with all this stuff that she said it's happening to her, isn't that like...
Yes, actually, this gets to another question.
Yeah,
about
and that's
her,
because I told you she was a princess before, and she was like spoiled.
Yeah, well, see, Lori...
We all have to learn different things, so it's not a bad thing.
Right. Yeah. But Lori, during a... Aloha, Roxanne. It was during
Wesleya Green High. I've never seen her name before.
Oh, Wesleya. Hey. It was during a different episode when...
Ooh, macaroons.
Oh. Sounds good, actually. Yeah. It was during another episode when Lori Miller had asked us a question about why things were always taken from her.
Okay,
that's right. She was wondering, and then you had said, I think it was when we were off air, that she was a princess, and you wanted to talk about it a little bit more. Well, you wanted to give her that answer.
Yeah, because that's why she feels like things are taken from her, and it's really not. I mean, because when people die, it's their time's up. It's not they're being taken from her. It feels like that, but you know, she had such a privileged life, and she got whatever she wanted, and she was bored to death.
Wow.
So she would make little things happen because she was bored.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But yeah, that makes a lot of sense, though.
Yeah. So that's.
But yeah, so as far as themes, though, yeah, we definitely can have a theme that runs throughout our lives, and we experience many different aspects of that theme, which is kind of what you were saying, Lori. And then we can change themes too. Yeah. That's one of the things that we didn't know before. And Angus told us in a session through Vera that yes, once we have learned that theme thoroughly, we can change themes. And an example of themes would be like patience, justice, rescuer, cause fighter, like some of the kids that we're seeing walking out, and those types of the themes. There's many themes, but those are just a few.
Yeah. Okay.
And then one last question that we had was, how do we know if someone is a dark entity? We're talking about in the soul, right? Or if they're just playing a role for us to learn from, but that they're really good at in their heart and soul.
Yeah, because I remember whenever we all were told about dark entities when we were going through trances with Sylvia, and then everybody and their mother wanted to know who was dark in their family. You know, so finally it's like Sylvia's going, look, it's not for us to judge the soul, but if they're dark or light entities may be doing something to you, and you have to judge the action, not the soul.
You have to look at the motive. It's all in the motive.
And if somebody's in your life that's not treating you well, then it's a lesson, but it doesn't mean you have to stay. Maybe the lesson is that you have to remove yourself from that situation. Or there's many different.
It's so individual, isn't it? Yeah. It's so hard.
That's why it's never boring.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so individual, and that's part of the test. You know, that was another question from Lori. That's part of the test, Lori, is we don't really know. We have to experience. That's what we're doing here, is to find our way, and we have to trust what we feel in our heart. And like Vera said, sometimes we feel a person is good and we find out,
They're not.
that, and that's one of the things that we just have to experience. We have to go down that path, and then we have to have the strength to take ourselves out of that relationship off that path.
You could drive yourself nuts thinking, well, are they dark or are they light?
Sorry, I couldn't help it. Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it's just...
It can go, and then there's the in-betweeners, which are called the grays. It's like they are good one moment, and then they're not good the next moment, and it's their learning of what they want to be, and they haven't chosen yet.
Roxanne's saying, don't we struggle with positive and negative? Definitely. Yeah.
For sure.
There was another one that she had.
All right, we already did this one. Yeah.
What about, didn't she want to know about Sylvia Browne being a fraud?
Yeah, that was a question that she did ask.
Because she said somebody was doing...
Here, it's right here. She said, I have heard that Sylvia Browne was a phony, but in body language it says that Sylvia...
Bombard's body language.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, but says Sylvia was very dishonest and just made stuff up on the spot. I read a lot of her stuff. It clicked with me. I'm confused about it. I even took my mom to see her, and I wonder what you guys think of her. That's like a whole novel, really, of what we experienced and think, and you never know, that might be in the works, not as an expose, but as our own journey. But as far as what we think of her, kind of like what we talked about last week in honoring, inspiring women.
Because she brought this spirituality, this movement to life, because it was hidden.
Yeah.
So she did a lot. And like we said, everybody has their human moments.
Right.
And I could say from whenever I first started with her, everything was, I felt, it resonated.
Me too.
Yeah.
It really did. What an empowering belief system.
Yeah.
Especially like what you were mentioning last week about knowing that we chart things. Vera, do you know how much that freed me up from so much regret and wishful thinking that I could never fix or whatever it might have been. Yeah. It was charted. That was huge. So, there's, and us as people, I know I'm missing something here. What am I missing? What is it? I always dreamed that I am in church, practice different religions in this lifetime, but I don't know what this means.
No, what's the message?
Oh, what's the message?
Yeah, it's just because you were, in different lifetimes, you were always into some form of spirituality or religion. You want knowledge. And that's what Gnostics are. They're seekers after truth. And that's what you've been doing all your lifetimes. So you go to church sometimes and you do different religions other lifetimes. So that's what your dream is trying to get you to remember. The dreams are so amazing because your subconscious mind is trying to tell you something or help you heal something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that, I have to tell her this. I have to tell them this. This brought back a memory of when I was going through something. It was actually at the office, and I had a dream about that I was a temple or something. But what I was working through is a message that we had known about in our philosophy is that that our body is a temple, and that our being is a temple, and how to honor that, and it's like a form of prayer, is by honoring who we are. And that's what I wanted to point that out to you. So that was a message that resonated to me at that time in my dream. Maybe that is something that'll help you with your message from your dreams too.
Yeah, well, that was.
But I
that
liked,
was the
but that,
message,
but that's
yeah.
what I liked what you'd said.
Yeah.
The kid's lives.
And then
For.
Lindsay said that Sylvia told a mother that her daughter was dead, but she turned out to be alive. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, there was a point where everything was good.
Good. That's the word I was going to choose too.
And then it got to be where I think she was tired, and it wasn't fun anymore, and it was,
right.
you know, and I think that's where she kind of lost it. My opinion only, you know, I don't know, but
no, I mean there was that point. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Yep, I like what Roxanne said.
I think it depends on when the stars are aligned that will be our strongest point and or our weakest point. But a gift is a gift, and that is what Sylvia had before she left this human life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I mean, we're human. We make mistakes. Right. It's not all going to be perfect. It's not all going to be, you know, but just knowing what she was going through, and, you know, and she was tired and having to still work into her 70s, you know,
right.
traveling. I mean, it started getting a lot, it started getting to be much. But that's what she loved to do. She loved to travel, and she loved talking about the spirituality. It just, when it got to where people were asking the same questions all the time, her patience wasn't there.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect way to say it, is patience and maybe not wanting to take as much time and you know, with that. And, you know, that's one of the things that Angus has really talked a lot about is giving people time.
Yeah.
You know, you need to have that time to focus on that person. Yeah. And trying to do so much.
And, you know, the media focuses on bad stuff.
No, for sure.
Because there are so many people that she helped.
Right.
And they don't talk about that.
Yeah. And then the other side of that,
we were there for that.
Yeah, the other side of it too is that I remember when I left the office, I had so many people that wanted me to tell them
bad stuff.
Right. And they wanted, because they wanted, it was like throwing the baby out with the bathwater, that saying that you always say. Mm-hmm. But it's like I didn't want for them to just throw out the whole philosophy.
No.
Just because of, you know, how a person might decide to take their path. Mm-hmm. You know, where they're veering off this path, you know? And it's like, there was so much good philosophy, and, you know, that she brought, you know, that helped uncover.
Yeah, that was the second one that happened. The first one is we had to fight, you know, and get back into everything. Not fight, but, you know, to get back that, what do you want to call it? Credibility?
Yes.
And then that happened. And I think that's kind of what ended everything.
I just want to say, love you too.
Why? Oh, that's why I love Chrissy. And oh, what did we do?
That's sweet.
Hi, Mystical Gamer.
Oh, hi. But yeah.
We love you too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have any other questions that we wanted to... Can you believe it? I can't believe it's already 40 minutes.
No!
Almost. 38 minutes.
Okay, we better go.
Aww.
No, it starts at 1.
Yes.
Pacific Standard Time, our time.
Yeah.
Hi, Lori.
There she is.
What's sad, Roxanne?
She'll tell us.
Okay.
Oh, that we're getting off the air, maybe.
Oh!
At least that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'd like to think.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Vera, was there anything else that we wanted to tell our friends? Oh, Vera, it's St. Patrick's Day this weekend.
Ergo Bra.
You guys, we have our little Irish blessing that we have to read for you for a safe and happy St. Patrick's Day.
It's 10:38 p.m.
Oh wow! What country are you in? I'm so curious.
Those are cute flowers.
Those are.
Is it flowers?
Okay.
I can't see.
Okay, you ready for
your
Irish blessing, everyone? May the road rise up to meet you. Do you want to read the next part?
No.
Okay. May the wind be always at your back. You want to read the next part?
May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rain fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again.
May God hold you in the palm of his hand. And her hand too.
Yeah, really.
All right. Okay.
I'll tell you about my demonic dream when I was about 6. Oh, we have to hear that.
Yeah, we do. Okay. You got to tell us.
It's almost 10 p.m. there. Where are you guys? Ooh, Egypt.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Dodie?
Oh, wow. That's great. We were just talking about Egypt.
Yeah, we were.
When we went there. Let's go Croatia.
Croatia, Iva.
My relatives
that.
are from Croatia.
Yeah.
I have family from there.
Really?
Yeah, my
We went to
father's
Croatia.
side. That's really cool. All right, well, we love you guys.
You go my father's side.
Yeah. All right. See you next Wednesday.
All right.
Bye.
See you guys. Did we miss anybody's? No, huh?
Alberta.